So, how many of you guys are from non-technical background? I mean, the non-technical means you do not know coding in your graduation, or you haven't studied anything related to Python or Java or maybe C++. Anyone from maths background or statistic background or commerce? Okay, the one shows you are from commerce background. Very good. So, I want just to say that I'm also from a non-technical background, and I believe people who are from non-technical background they can also be a good programmer or on a certain level. So perfect. Oh my god. Oh, okay, statistic. Oh, two people are from statistic. Very good. So Shreyash and Sunil, in which college you are studying statistic? Are you from UG or PG courses?
No, I'm currently UG. I'm studying in Ashutosh College, University of Calcutta.
Oh, okay. And Sunil, give me a second, guys. I'm just sharing. Okay, so are you able to see my screen, guys? Is it visible to you all? You can say yes and no because I'm not able to see the chats.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, so let's start. So I have taken this Shark Tank company's data just to demonstrate if you see any data in front of you, and for example, if you are going for any interview and they present you data, and then they will ask you some questions regarding that data. So few things I'll start with very basic so that you can say we will cover from sketch to and then high level on the basic level basically. And once you see your data, so in this data what you can see we have episode number categories there in I mean the lots of companies data is this and which shark bid for that company, and then which season and valuation asked for website and location, all details of that company and the episodes are given here properly. So let's say if they give you such a large data, and then they'll ask you just to do some basic analysis on that. And many times when you give your interview, they will ask you to share your screen, and then they will ask you the question related to that data. So let's suppose just to make your first impression, so that they will also get to know that you know Excel very well, or maybe you are very familiar with shortcuts. Then also they will get to know, okay, this person is used Excel many times. That's why the person is using many shortcuts. So let's suppose in this data, you can see this website name is not, you cannot properly see it, right? Many letters are hidden here. So once we go to each cell, then we'll get to know, okay, what's the whole website name is there. Okay, and if you see the location as well, in the location you'll see the first half of the location is clearly visible, but in the second half you'll not able to see which state is this. Okay, and same with the name of the entrepreneurs. Okay, so what just to see what's the data or the clear and broader way if you want to see it, I'll tell you one shortcut. The shortcut is control A. So if you press control A, then you're able to select all the columns and all the rows, right? And then what you have to do, alt H. Okay, after clicking alt H, OI. So once you click that, now you can see the all the columns and details are very much clearer way. You can see each and every website's name is coming in a proper way. So once you do that, before doing any analysis, before doing apply any filter or before applying any formula, once you apply this shortcut, the interviewer also get to know, okay, this person is very much handy with Excel. Okay, so just because after this after applying this shortcut, you'll also get to know what data is actually, the proper name is there, location is there, website is there, and then other details are also coming in a good way. Okay, and then what can they will ask, I mean, they will ask you very small question. If I'll talk about how to apply a filter on it. So first of all, let's if I want only episode 7's detail, how you can get it? You have to just apply one filter. How I apply that filter? In the shortcut, control shift and L. If you press it control shift plus L at the same time, on the top of the column you'll get to see a filter. You can see this filter. Now you can select whatever the episode you want to take. So first of all, let's see, if I want to just present fourth episode, and these are the rows, and these are the details of all entrepreneurs companies of episode 4. Okay, so in this way you can apply filters. Okay, the filters is very handy when you want to subset all your data, and then for example you have to paste this data into next sheet. Then also you can use this apply the filter and then copy the data and then paste it to the another column. Okay, just a moment. Okay, yes. And if you want to remove that filter, what you can do, you have to press it again, shift control and then L. If I print if I press it shift control L, then you'll see all the filter is removed and the subset of the data which you have just applied is also removed. Okay, next question they might ask you, that I want the data, I mean, in a short, I mean, a shorted form. Either it is ascending order or on descending order. So how you can apply it shortcut? So there are multiple way, I mean, you can apply a shortcut. For example, if I apply a filter on it, and in drop down you can see short small to large or large to small, or maybe sort by color as well, so you can customize your sorting option using colors. Okay, so let's suppose I want to sort it using small to large order. Now you can see all the data is now sorted using this episode number. In the first place you'll see episode 2, and then you'll see the episode 3 data, and then 4 data. In this way you can sort your data using filter. There is another one method is there in, I think, in data. Let me see. Yes. So this short option is also there. By clicking this short option, you can also short it. So for example, I have selected this C column. Now I want to short it in descending order. So after selecting this column, just the top, and then I'll press it this Z to A, highest order to lowest order. Now your data is again sorted with descending order. You can see the 29. If your manager asks you how many episodes are there, you can just short it and then and tell him that okay, our 29 episode data we have right now. Okay, so in this way you can apply shortcuts, or you can apply shortcuts or through a filter. You can short your data, and using these options available on the top, you can short your data. Let's suppose you want to short your data using some multiple conditions. For example, I want to short my data on category or entrepreneur's name. Okay, for example, if I click on this thing, uh, one second, let me select all. Once I select all, and then I'll go to the shorting option. So in this option you'll see there are multiple column you can short with. For example, in the first column I'll short with my category name. So in category you'll see the name of all the category like toy, automotive, games, kitchen tools. I want to short it first with this column, and my preference is to A to Z. Okay, from ascending to descending order it will short. And I can also add a second column. So in second column, what I said, I want this sort on the name of entrepreneurs. So I can select that column from here, and then again with the help of A to Z order I can sort it. So basically after selection, click OK, and now you can see the category is sorted with alphabetic order. You can see alcoholic beverages are coming on the top. And if you see, once this is sorted, now if you see the next column, entrepreneurs and name of all entrepreneurs are now sorted into alphabetic order. So A for alcoholic beverage and A for Andrew. Then you can see again alcoholic beverages are there, and then bread name is there. And then again you can see the alcoholic beverages there, and then James is there. Okay, so there you can short your details using multiple scenarios. So I have used only two columns. You can add many more as per your requirement. Any doubt in this in this section, in this session, you can just unmute yourself and ask. Okay, can I move forward? Can I get yes?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. So this is the this is the short questions many your teammates may ask you, or at the time of presentation, at the time of when you are presenting your analysis to the client. They may also ask you just to give me the top 10 or top 20 customers name, or short the sales in the high to low order. So you can apply these shortcuts, or you can apply that the function given in the top. Okay, and then let's move to the next topic, which is data type. So you can see all the numbers are left aligned, sorry, right aligned. You can see this number is on the right side of the cell. Okay, and this text type of the data is on the left side of the cell. Through this alignment, through this representation, you will get to know what is the type of the whole column. If you see, if you it's very understandable, like on the location part you'll see all the texts are left aligned. So you can assume like this data type for this column is text. Okay, but for episode all the details are right aligned. You can assume all the numbers are all the this column should represent a numeric number. That's why all the details are right aligned. If you see in next columns like this, this numeric numbers are also left aligned. But if you want to change anything, for example, I want to change this exchange for shake column into something else. Okay, so what I can do, I just select it, and then after clicking on right side, you'll get to know one format cell. Okay, so these type of numbers, I mean, these type of categories you can change. I mean, for example, if you want to change your this number into percentages or maybe in dates, there's specific numbers belong to every date. So if you whenever you get a file from external sources, your date column might be in some different form. For example, if I take an example in the next sheet, it will give you a better idea. Okay, okay. For example, when you receive a data, when you receive any CSV file, many times what happen, your data has a date column, and the date is now converted into number. For example, this is in this way you'll see your date column. So if I place it into the second column and write it here date, you'll see this numeric column is is there, because earlier the date was proper there, but now the date is now converted into numeric column. So that numeric column is also now you can convert into date using this format cell. So go there and select this date. You'll get to see many types of sets you can see here, and in whichever I mean suits you, and I mean you can select anyone from here, and then let's suppose I select this, and then now you can see all the dates is now changed to into correct format. Okay, the number I have entered there. Okay, someone is in the lobby. I just accept, admit that person. Okay, admitted. Okay, so in this way you can use format cell or data type. How you can change your data type from numeric to date, date to string, or in any format. So basically, if let's suppose you have a data in terms of 0 point, sorry, in the next column you see the data is 10, 20. Okay, this is your marks, let's suppose, and I want to change that column into percentage. So there's quite a either you can just do the right click, and then into the format cell you select the percentage of fraction column, and at what decimal you want your number should be represent. Select it. See now this all thing is now converted into decimal, into percentage. Be sure if you are if you want to um, convert something into percentage, it's better you should write into decimal first and then you convert into percentage. Otherwise you'll see numbers beyond 100%, like in this case you'll see. Okay, and we have another option in the top. You'll see this section, the percentage is selected, that's why the percentage is there. And then if I select the number, again I have the number. You'll see we have converted through percentage to the number. And if you want to increase this decimal after the point, you sorry this click will help you to increase the decimal, because at many times after the decimal, after the point, the decimals are very important if your number is quite low. So to manage that, this a functionality is given here, you can use that. And and just to change the data type, here is all the functionality. Text column is there, long date, short date, accounting, currency you want to add, you can use this data type. Okay, I'm just telling you guys because these 2 days it's very sure like you're not able to get whole from beginning to advanced level of excel, but in these 2 days I will try to touch all those things which will help you in your data science or data analytics job. Okay, at least this much of this much of excel you should know at the time of your entry level job when you are giving your interview. Okay, so that part I just want to cover, so that at the time of interview or at the time of presentation you'll not feel anything less than others. Okay, okay, so let's go with some conditional formatting. For example, uh, in the next column I'll demonstrate, because this data is very large, and here we'll get to know very much, I mean clear way. Let's suppose we have this date number and this is percentage. I can enter here. Okay, so in the form of percentage, like I'll write 0.45. The 45 percentage is there. Okay, and now I just want to highlight all those cells which has repeated, I mean duplicates. Okay, so how if your manager asks you, I just want a highlighted duplicates column in using any particular. For example, you can see here in E column date is repeated, right? But in F column, these thing is not there. The repetition of values are not there. Okay, so in the next column, what I'll do, I'll change something just to see whether this thing is okay. I'll convert all the things in numbers and then reduce this decimal. Okay, now let's suppose I just want to get those numbers get highlighted which has duplicates. Okay, so let's suppose this is 10 and this is 10, and so you can see these first two rows are all duplicates. I mean, these are identical rows. How you can highlight that? If you select all and then you go to this conditional formatting, there's one section called highlight sales rule. So in this rule, you have many criteria to highlight it. If let's suppose you want uh, if you are working on some numeric column and you want some numbers, some after, I mean on a particular threshold you want some greater than condition, or you want to some less than condition based on any threshold, or maybe in between, if you want to search in that numerical column, then you can use these type of I mean options. So I'll try to touch most of this thing. So let's see whether we are able to highlight duplicates value or not. So if I click on this duplicates value, so in what way I want to highlight it? So the color I have selected here is light red fill with dark red color. Okay, so if you see here, the same way the duplicates are highlighted. So after clicking yes, so may I ask you guys why these zeros are not highlighted? Anyone? If you can see here, the second column, second row, these two are quite similar. I mean, they are identical. That's why using duplicate conditional formatting, we highlighted that sales. And now, if you see in the next column, you'll see quite a different number. That's why the highlight, the color is not there. Okay, but if you see in the percentage, this percentage is we have applied this option. So using this decreased decimal option, you'll only see one character. So one digit is also is there. So basically if you go and see the proper address, it's what 0.15 and 0.12, and in the second cell you'll see 0.45. So now you can see if the decimal number, how that decimal is important for us. If we just add one more decimal now, we'll able to see that these two numbers, these two cells are not identical. That's why using this conditional formatting we are not able to make it red. Okay, so let's undo these thing, and I just want to apply another formatting. Okay, so if your manager asks you, I just in a way, like I want all those cells get highlighted which has marks greater than 10. So if you see here, we have three marks, 10, 10, and 13. So what your manager asks you, I just want to get those column highlighted which has marks greater than 13 or greater than 10. So in the same way, you have to select your data, just go to this conditional formatting, highlight cell, and this greater than option is there. So if you press this greater than option, sorry, sir, please send the recording. Okay, just a second. Select this marks column, and then go to this, because your manager asks you to highlight only the marks column. So if I go and put here greater than 10 and highlight it with some other column, like, so let's suppose we should highlight it with green, and if I press it OK, now you can see this 13 is now get highlighted. Okay, so this thing is there, and maybe in the second, using this highlight option, you'll see less than and in between is there, equal to is there. You can apply all these functionality, uh, I mean, when you do your practice in Excel. And there are many other options. uh, Top 10, you if you want to take the top 10 of the item, or above average or below average, these functionality is quite similar. You have to just practice it, because at the time of doing some quick analysis, these can be asked by your higher management. Okay, so let's suppose if they want to remove all the duplicates present in the debt column based on some columns. Basically, in the date column, you'll see, in the date column you'll see date is there, and then this 10 marks is there. So these two information is repetitive. Okay, and they want, based on these two columns, you have to remove that. How you can do that? So basically you have to select this whole table, and then you have to go in data. In data, you'll see some this remove duplicates tab is there. So once you click this tab, the dialog box will ask you based on what column you want to remove your information. So basically, we know that these two columns have duplicates, and we have told that using these two columns you have to remove duplicates. So basically, what you have to deselect this percentage column and then press it OK. Once you press it, it will display that one duplicate value found and removed. Two unique values remain, and note that count is there. So basically, uh, I clicked OK, and now if you see, the data is clean. Okay, there is no duplicate based on this data and marks column, date or marks column. Okay, hope you understand this. Okay, and in the next topic, if we see here, let me get back to this uh, Shark Tank data. Okay, so I'll take this example. So basically, what I mean, they can ask you, for example, if you have a name column. Okay, many times what happens, you'll get a data which is not very correctly formatted. Okay, many impurities can be there in a data. Many space symbols present anywhere in the data, and you have to clean that data. Okay, because most of the time, as a data scientist or as a data analyst, you have to be very good at cleaning, either using Python or either using Excel. Okay, when your task is very small, a task is very small, and you get a data in form of Excel or in form of CSV file, and you do not want to use high technical languages like Python to clean the data. So what you can do, you can clean the data in Excel also. For example, you get a data, and in place of name column, you'll say, I'll put my name here. Okay, so my name is here. I enter three tabs, and then I'll add my surname. Okay, so in the next column, you'll say Amir, I have entered here, and then after one tab, let's say put the surname, and then after two space bar. Okay, so if you see these two cells, okay, these two cells, you'll see the space is extra in the first column, in the first cell, and the second column again at the end of the after the surname, the space is there. So while doing some analysis, while presenting to anywhere, to counting some basic analysis while doing on this data. Maybe your aggregation terms, your group by, or maybe other things will get affected if you do not remove these spaces. For example, in the next cell you'll see nickel, and then in correct format it will have the information. For example, you see now the nickel has a proper format: nickel nickel space and then sing. But here in the first cell you'll see nickel dot nickel and then three spaces and then sing. So these two cells are not identical right now, because in excel if you do some aggregation based on these names, then you'll your numbers will be quite different. So how you can remove these spaces, how you can clean it? So in next column, what you can use trim function. So in trim function, you have to just enter this cell number and then close it. Now you can see all the letters, all the names is coming in a correct format. No extra bar is there, no extra space is there. After and before, everything is removed. Okay. So in cleaning purposes, when you want to get rid of any spaces from left side or right side, or maybe it's present in the between, you can using this trim function. In the next sense, you can say, let's suppose uh, you name is there. So I'll in the first column I'll add surname, sorry, first name, and the second cell is last name. And in the first name you'll see, let's say Kiran I have entered, and here Kiran is again there. And now here the surname can be Singh, and I'll enter here Kapoor. Okay, and again here I'll enter one more Kapoor, and then here Amit is there. Okay, so this is your data. Okay, this is your data, and you have to combine these two columns into another column where you want a proper name. Okay, first name, last name, these two columns are separated into two columns, but you want these two columns into one column, because uh, in further steps you want to do some analysis on combined or on the whole name, not on the first name or second name. So how you can do it? So there is a one function called concatenate function. Okay, so using this concatenate function you can combine these multiple columns. Okay, so if you want to combine multiple columns, for example, Kiran is there, okay, and then I want space between Kiran first name and second name. So what I'll do, I'll add one space, and then I'll add this Singh surname as the second last name. If I then press it, you can see now these two columns, M or N, first name or last name, coming into a combined form in the next column. And if I just scroll it down, you'll see all other, for all other cells, formula is applied. Okay, many times what we see, whenever we are applying any formula, your mouse gets stuck somewhere between this, and you're not able to drag this plus sign into the last of your cell, because many times what you will see, you'll see large number of rows are there, and while scrolling it to the large number, you'll feel like, you can't go that beyond. So either you can just click the plus, if you just tab twice, it will get to the last cell, last row, and your formula will be applied. Or there's one shortcut is also there. For example, if I just remove this, how you can apply, you have to just go at the end of the cell, and then control plus shift, and if you press upward arrow button, okay, like this, what I did, I have pressed control plus shift and then upward arrow button, then your whole cell will be selected. And then what after this, control D. So when I press control D, all, I mean, the formula is now applied to all the cells which comes under that selection part. Okay, so now you'll get to know how to use applied function, I mean, concatenate function. Okay, so many times what will happen, once you know want to copy this and paste it into the next column, select this thing and paste it into another. See, I have just paste this information into this, but I'm not able to get any value. Do you know how, I mean, why, if I just copy this uh, Kiran and Amit information into any next column here, you'll not see any value. So the reason is the location. The location of that formula is now changed. If you see here, it's calling N11 and O11. So as per our knowledge, what is N11? N11 is this column, this cell, or O11 is this cell. So that's why this the cell is I mean, the cell is blank, right? That's why on the after the concatenate function, there is nothing in that cell. Okay, so what you can do, you can first of all, whenever you are applying any formula and your formula is specified to that particular I mean, a cell or particular location, you can also lock your formula. For example, I just want to have this formula for particularly this n column and for n cell, n number of rows, for o column or 11th cell. Okay, if you lock your form, if you lock this location, then whenever you change anything, I mean, when your data gets updated, that it will not affect that much. Okay, so there is one functionality, you can even lock your columns or cell rows as well. So basically, if I exclude one of the dollar sign from rows, then what, then your column is locked. You can go, your variable thing is on row side, you can see any other row, but your column is fixed. Okay, so there's one shortcut is also there. If you press F4, you'll able to lock your column as well. Okay, so let's suppose I'll give you one example in this. Let's delete this first of all. So if you see this in this concatenate function, what I did, I'm asking m2 and n2. So this is m2 and this is m2, but I want first name should be this column, but in second name I just want only one surname, that is Singh. How you can do this? You have to just lock this Singh column. If I lock n2, okay, and rest of the things are now we can change it. I mean, while using this drop down, using this function copied. If I copied it into the down, the next cell, you'll see Kiran is there, Amit is there, but surname is different. Why? Because I have applied a lock on the same, on the location where Singh is present. Okay, I even I can add a lock on column name, but it's not useful. You can even lock your row as well. So once you applied the lock in this way, you can move forward. Okay, so this is your concatenate function. uh, Concatenate function is used many times in if you are doing some analysis, and if you are cleaning your data, if you are processing your data into another level, so you can use this concatenate function. So in the next step, uh, what we can understand, let me copy paste one table so that you'll get to know more. 1 second. This is your sheet. Let's suppose you are working in a as a data analyst in any firm where they have a data on products. Okay, so this is your date number. Okay, so this is date, and date is how they have added the date, and the first four digit are is your week, sorry, is your year, and this is your week number, or you can take it as a month number. So basically for this month January, and for this year, for brush product, sales is this, but we have forecasted 833. Okay, similarly for shampoo, sales was 17, but we have forecasted 732. Okay, so in this way we have how many products we have. If you want to just take a glimpse of it, how many products we have four products. Okay, and at what duration we have. So basically we have 6 months of data, starting from January, Feb, and till sixth month. Okay, and let's suppose you want to use some kind of a formula, and you have to calculate uh, sum of sales of any one product. For example, if you want to take sum of sales for brush product. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll just write brush here. Okay, let's suppose you want sum of only brush product throughout the 6 month, and let's take help of a formula called sum. If you know how to take sum, right? If I take sum of this forecast, how many what is the total sum of this forecast, what I'll do, I'll take this sum, and then in this location, I'll just take whole range and then press OK. So if you see this, we get the mean, sorry, we get the sum, overall sum. So we get the overall sum of forecast, so I'll take this F. Similarly, if you want to take overall sum of sales, what you can do, what I'll do, I'll just use this sum, or either you can copy paste the above formula and just change the column name. If you just change the column name from E to D, you'll get the sum of. So this is your sum for sales. Okay, so for the company, we did the sale of this 10,041 42 one, and what number we have forecasted using machine learning model, it is 11,29,4. Okay, so this is the kind of overview. Okay, and let's suppose you want to take you want to get the number for brush only. So for brush, what you can do, you can use this sum formula with if statement. So in with some formula with if statement, first of all, in this sum formula you have to first of all select the range. Okay, so what range? So let's suppose I want this, and then on criteria basis, if I select this, and then if I want sales, then close. What you see there, in the first place, what I did, if you just click on the formula and the location part, all other details will get highlighted. Okay, at what time what you have taken. For example, if you see this location, in the first syntax, what we did, we take the range. So range of what? Product. Okay, so we took the product range, and then in the second column, which product you want specifically to apply sum if, I want H6. H6 is brush. So if I select H9, H9 is a location for brush, and then after in the next syntax it is asked like what the sum range you want to sum. Basically I just want sum of sales, so I have used the same location D6 to D13. So now what the number we are getting, so number is 3939. So this 3939 we can also verify it. How we can verify it? Let's do some filter and apply brush on it. And once we applied this brush, and now let's check it how much sum is there. So once you select all the range, at the end you'll get some statistic like sum 3939, count is 6, average is 8 656.5. So you can see this now, the number is very similar. I mean 3939, and if I just replay I mean remove this filter, we'll get the number for brush is 3939. So our formula for brush for sales is correct. Okay, similarly for forecast you can copy paste the whole thing. If I just take this column and paste it here, so in forecast what you do, I'm just replacing this thing. So here I just need product information in the first syntax. So what I'll do, I'll change the location from D to C. So C is there, again C is there. Okay, now IG I9 is to be replaced by H9, and the next selection, the sum on what range, it's correct. Okay, so we want forecast sum, so we have already selected this forecast thing. Now press it, and then we'll see another number is 2534. This is the forecast value for 6 month for brush category. Okay, similarly you can use average also. So there is called average function, average if. So if you use this average if, same same thing is there. I mean if you see the range, so once you select this range, okay, what is your criteria, which product you want to take an average brush, and then what is your average range, I mean the numbers you want to take. So this is my name, and now this is complete. So like I said, when we applied a filter, the average was this much, right? 656.5. So here we can take averages also, we can include it. So average sales. So okay, similarly you can also find out the average forecast using sum if, average if, and there is one function called um, count if. Yes, count if will give you the count number. So basically if I just I'll take you just one example. So uh, count of let's suppose I just want a count of sales. Okay, uh, in what way? So let's apply this count if. Okay, so count if I want to apply on sales. Okay, so let's suppose this sales column I have selected, and the criteria is I want those numbers which is greater than 500. So let's suppose greater than 500 I've added here. Okay, greater than 500. So it will give me all the numbers, all the count of or rows which has sales value greater than 500. So let's print it. So 10 number of times you'll see your sales happening more than 500. So you can just uh, count it. So basically what I'll do, I'll just recheck it while applying some filter. So let's suppose this filter is there, home, this conditional formatting. And conditional formatting, go to the highlight section, and then greater than is there. So greater than is what, 500. So if I just use this and press it OK, you'll see all the numbers which having greater than 500 sales gets highlighted. And applying filter, so filter by color, so I'll select all the sales which having this color, pink color. So if I selected all the sales which have pink color, and let's count it. So after selecting all the sales, at the end you'll see the count number is 10, which is correct. Okay, we have also calculated the 10 times, we'll see more sales, I mean more than 500 sales. uh, so using this count function, you'll get to know. Okay, so I did some cross check and verify it, and we are getting the same number. So this sum if is clear, average if is clear, and count if is clear. And there's another thing which is called, if you want to use multiple conditions. For example, here I just want, what I did, for brush I applied the sum if and forecast if. If I want for any month, and for any product, for example, let's suppose I have added here brush, and the second column I have copied your date. So basically the for January 2022, I just need these two. Okay, just paste it here, delete it. Okay, so in this zone I just want, based on these two based on these two conditions, I want my uh, sum of sales. Okay, so let's take this. So basically in this say, you can, what you can do, you have to select the sum range. First of all, I just want the sum range, so I've selected this sum. Okay, and then criteria one is criteria one range. So criteria one is what, your brush. So what is the range of that brush? It comes under this product section. Okay, and then criteria range, sorry, criteria one. So what is your criteria? The product should be your brush. And in the second way, you can go to the second criteria. Second criteria is what, your date. What is your criteria 2? Your date should be for first Jan 2022. And now press it OK. So you see, in Jan for brush, sum if is what, 820, and you can just verify it using this. On January 2022, the sales is 820, and the sales here is also 820. When applying sum if statement for multiple criteria, you are getting the same result. Okay, the syntax are quite similar if you are going to apply average if. So average if is also having very same formula. I mean, the syntax is quite same. You have to just replace the column name and the criteria one and criteria two. You have to just edit it, and the rest of the thing will be same. Okay. Any question, guys, in this aggregation and calculation part? If not, then I'll just move to the another section which is called VLOOKUP and VLOOKUP thing, mapping thing. Basically, what happens when you get a multiple sheet, and in multiple sheet, your manager will ask you, you have to combine all the sheets in one mega sheet, and in that mega sheet, all the information should be there. For example, this is your sheet one. Okay, this is your sheet one. I just want to add a promotion column here. Okay, so this promo is promotion column, and this promotion information is given into sheet 2. How you can map it? So using some mapping function called VLOOKUP, index match, or XLOOKUP, you can map one information from one column to another column. Okay, I'll just give you a very basic understanding of VLOOKUP here. For example, this is your one category. Let's take another category. So this is for shampoo. So I just want, for shampoo, what is the sales? Okay, I just want the same thing. I mean, the one thing. for shampoo, it should give me was just a second, for shampoo and for date 01, I mean first January 2022, and shampoo, I should get a sales number. So this information I need to map. So basically I need to map based on two columns. What is first is shampoo, and the second is 2022 001. Okay, so the first product number name is there, second is the date is given. Okay, using VLOOKUP, how you can do this? So first of all, there's one trick. If you want to do it in a very in a easy way, you can concatenate these two columns. How you can concatenate? So let's suppose in the concatenate function I'm applying, and in the first place I am taking B7, and then underscore C7, and then close. Okay, B7 C7. I think I've made one mistake. I need to change it. Cut and then paste it to this section. Uh, and this is your uh, date, comma date underscore product. Okay, so this underscore product is there, and now we have concatenated date and product. So now I just want for shampoo and for first week January 2022 is information, that is sales is 17. So in this column, in this cell, I just want 17 should be there. So using two columns information, I need to map sales information into it. So what I can do, I can just take, uh, I just delete it, and then here what I'm entering here, 2022 01, and then underscore. Okay, so now I'll apply VLOOKUP. So VLOOKUP will say what, we after clicking this function, it will ask you for the VLOOKUP lookup value. So lookup value is what, this number, because we want this number. What is the table array? So this is our table array. Okay, and column index, so it will ask you the column index, which column you need to, map. So I just need this D column. So D is where, so first column is this, second is this, third is this, and fourth is this. So at I need to put 4 here, because the sales columns comes on the in order of 4. And then I just need exact mapping. So exact mapping, I just click and false comes here naturally. And now if I press enter, the 17th comes out. So for shampoo for this month, 17 is there, that's why 17 is there. Okay, and at the for many times what will happen, you do not know what is the number of this sales, what is the index of this sales number. Okay, here maybe the sales is on the fourth position, maybe it will in future it will be on sixth position. Then what you can do, you can use one function called index match. So in the index you'll see, once you give for a specific name, it will get you the index of that. So for sales it will give you that index where the sales is present, and then through that you can map VLOOKUP. Okay, so there is one drawback of VLOOKUP. It will always map from left to right. For example, your one second. Hmm. For example, this is your sales data, and this is your lookup values. So okay, so lookup value will always be on the left side of your mapping value. Okay, that's why this drawbacks is overcome. You if you want to overcome of this drawback, you can use X lookup as well. So there's one X lookup. formula present in the latest version of Excel. If you're using latest version of Excel, you'll see one XLOOKUP formula. Using XLOOKUP formula, there's no need you need to worry about the direction, on which direction it should be, like left to right or right to left. You can use XLOOKUP anywhere. Okay. And there's one more formula, index match. I will discuss this index match in the next class. Okay, in the next session we will discuss that. And it will be a part 2 of data analysis using Excel. And in the next session we'll discuss more about some statistic term, how you can use pivot table, and how you can present your data using some using filters, and then using some statistic, small statistic you can apply it from using some libraries. Okay, all these things will be discussed in tomorrow's class. Still, if you feel any question regarding this session, you can ask. Otherwise we can close this session. Any question, guys? So I just want to know if you understood all this. You'll get all your recording. I mean, I'll post it on one recording link after this class. If you miss,
Hello.
yes, Akash.
Sir, in the column of count cell, if we want to add directly without conditional formatting, what is the formula?
Without conditional formatting means
In the column of count cells.
count cells. Okay,
Hmm.
1 second. So you count cells. The location is what, N9, right?
Yes, sir. I want to add plus 500 number.
Plus 500 number. Like what? This.
सर जैसे इसमें दिख रहा है जिसमें 500 प्लस हमने डाला है ना इसमें जो
Mm-hmm.
हमें डायरेक्ट डायरेक्ट उसे ऐड करना है तो यहीं पे काउंट सेल्स के नेक्स्ट कॉलम में
Okay, you want to add all those number which is greater than 500, right?
यस राइट सर
सो इसमें क्या है ना, आपको क्या करना है यहाँ पे, सी दिस द सेल्स सम इफ कॉलम. In sum if, at the place of this h9 na, you have to just replace this h9, and then apply this uh, and then greater than 500. So you have to just change the criteria.
ओके
Okay, you have to change the criteria here. We were using this C6 to C30 column. So this C6 to C13 is for product. You have to change it now. What column it will be? Let's take D here, because we are applying criteria on D column. See, जैसे ही हम लोगों ने डी चेंज किया from C to D, and with this condition now it's taking the sum of all the numbers which is greater than 500. Okay,
ओके ओके
either you can give the condition in this format, like greater than or less than, or you can just, if you're dealing with text like this, brush is what, it's in text format. So
टेक्स्ट
you can just name the location.
ओके सर
Okay, guys, any other question? See, I know, I understand that this Excel thing is quite simple, but many times if you do not know the logic, or you stuck at the time of presenting, at the time of reporting, it may, I mean, it should be mandatory for all data analytics or data or science background people. Like, you should know basic of Excel. That's why we have included this this thing in our curriculum, and the case study we have provided you over the mail. You'll see all types of scenarios where you will feel like, okay, to complete this task, we should know VLOOKUP, HLOOKUP, and some if thing. Okay, so we have created that case study so that you will able to get whole picture at the time of doing some analysis as a data scientist or a data analyst, what you can see in future. I mean, after getting your first entry level job, you'll use this Excel thing many times. Okay, if you do not have any question, then we can close this session, and I'll try to get the link of this recording tonight, and I'll share it in the group. Okay. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for joining this session. And any doubt, I mean, you feel